They called and said, Cletus, you are the PRO and your boss is the head of RESEC. Why are the military beating people in town? And I said, beating people. That he is just standing there watching. That anybody they see by the road, they catch you and they beat you. And I said, oh, I'm not aware of it. He is just telling me. But then he should. So where are they beating the people? He said around the youth secretariat side. They are beating people, motor riders, Kambu riders. If they just get you, they are just beating. So he is even hiding somewhere. And I said, okay. So I was with the NADMO director, regional director by then. So the NADMO regional director was telling me that, oh, then if that is the case, we should verify the facts before even reporting. Because I intended calling my boss, the regional minister, to notify him what is happening. But the regional director advised that it might not be true, and I will call the regional minister on this issue. So we should have a drive in town and see whether it's even true. So we picked his car in the NADMO vehicle. We drove, when we got to the Stanbic Bank area, truly we met them there. Just brutalizing people, beating. If they see you in the Kambu, they drag you out, they beat you, and motor riders were stopped. They were slapped. They were just beating them just like that. So we decided to go further to see whether that was just the end of it or they are all over. Getting to the main traffic side, we saw some people rolling on their stomach. They made people to roll on the hard floor. That was some people were rolling on the ground and they were kicking them with their boots here and there. But I didn't understand why that was happening. So I called the military commander to find out why their men has taken rampage in town and they are beating, brutalizing people like that. Then the military commander said he was out of town, but he's not aware of what is happening. So I should give him a minute to call his second in command to find out why the boys are in town beating people. Just some 2 minutes, we decided to continue again to another area towards the filling station. When you just take the traffic light, the filling station side, they were just there, beating people here and there, and they were causing so much fear and panic at the area. So that was when the military commander called back and said, oh, he's calling his second in command, he's not picking, but he's still trying his number, so if he gets him, he'll get back to me. So when they just snubbed me and went ahead, and before I could say Jack, 5 of them were running after. They just pounced on one Kambu rider, slapping him, beating him. Then that was why I said, no, this is too much. If these people should do this, they can get away with it without any evidence. So I picked my phone and filmed what they were doing. So when I filmed it, some of them saw me filming it. So they would head towards our vehicle. And they were saying that you are filming us. Who is filming? Why are you filming us? Then I said, oh, before the NADMO director could talk, they dragged him out of his car, collected his phones. They collected the NADMO regional director's phone and dragged him out of the car. They asked for me. When I turned to look at the other side, they held my shirt, pulled me out of the car. And when they pulled me out, they were asking me, I'm the one videoing them. Before I could realize, they kept some object, hit my head 3 times on the head, and another one hit from behind. So then they were now saying that you are videoing us. So I shouted at them. I said, do you know who I am? You don't even know me and you are beating me. Then the one of them said, who are you? So they were saying that the video I've taken, I should delete it. I should delete the video. And they should bring the phone. But then they have collected my phone. They collected, but one fell down on the quote and the screen has even spot. So they collected that phone. One of them said, bring the phone so that he will delete the video. They should ensure that I delete the video out. Then I told them I won't delete the video. It's not a crime videoing you. It's not a crime video. I won't delete the video. So they were using the shockers on me. Trying to use the shocker. They were using the shockers to shock me. They shocked all over my body, but I didn't mind them. Then they took the intervention of DSP Emilia, who rushed on them and shouted at them, do you know the person you are beating? You are beating the PRO of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council. You don't even know your actions. The regional minister might have sent him to come and see what you are doing. Look at what you are doing. Then when she mentioned that they mellowed, they brought their voices down and saying, why were you videoing us? And I said, no, I wasn't only videoing you. I was even on phone call with your commander. Why are you beating people? So that was why one of them was walking away. Oh, get away! Can you even call our commander? You can't even call our commander. So stop boasting that you call our commander. So that's why they gave my phone back to me. And by then there was some blood coming out of my. So the regional NADMO director sent me to the municipal hospital so they could clean the blood from my face. So they cleaned the blood, and then I went to the regional police headquarters. When I went to the regional police headquarters, the regional commander said the military commander had instructed him to go to the scene and stop the boys. But I was even told that when the regional commander went there, they didn't even mind him. So the regional commander came back. So the regional commander said he has prepared a report and sent to the police headquarters on the incidents. And then he asked that they give me a police form to come to the hospital for medical attention. So that was why I'm here for medical attention. They've finished examining me. I just pick an X-ray, and I'm still waiting for the doctors to discharge me to go.
Said I had a close one yesterday. Jah put an angel over me, be strong. All of her meditation. One day things must get better. Don't you go down, keep your head above the water. One day things must get better. Be strong. And I say, all of her meditation. One day things must get better. Don't you go down, keep your head above the water.
Well, one day things must certainly get better. And that was the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council Public Relations Officer, Cletus Awene, sharing his own experience, in the hands of these soldiers who ran rampage yesterday, beating anybody they could come across. Rafiq Salam is the Upper West Regional Correspondent, and he's joined us to be helping us understand what the mood is in the Upper West Regional Capital, Wa, today, and additional information that he's picked up. Rafiq, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you for the time.
Great. So, Rafiq, now, yesterday, we've all seen the video of what transpired. You've been speaking to some of the persons who were assaulted in the process. You've spoken to the Upper West Regional Minister. Today, a day after the event, what are the people of Wa saying?
The people of Wa are still shocked about what transpired yesterday. They really believe that things like that could happen in this 21st century. What they witnessed was over 30 years ago, and seeing many of them who were asked to lie with their pot belly and asked to roll on the hot scorching sun. And so they didn't believe that things like that could happen. But there's uneasy calm that has returned to the town, and so they are waiting for the arrival of the military high commander, 5 top high-ranking officers that the military are sending to work to come and apologize, according to the Upper West Regional Minister, on their behalf, and also investigations also are set up to move on into the case. And so if we move to the Wa Township, some of the crossroads, you can see military men around those areas, and they are waiting for their superior officers.
So we're told that yesterday there was an emergency regional security council meeting. Do you know the outcome of that meeting?
The outcome of that meeting was for the RECSEC to brief the chairman, Dr. Hafiz Bistali. He was also out of town. En route to where he got to Tamale, he had information. So immediately he came, RECSEC met, and they wanted to assess the situation, what actually transpired. It was after that I spoke to him, and he said that the situation is under control, and that some 5 top ranking military officers will be in town, and then they will be speaking to the people, the chiefs, the traditional rulers, and then also the opinion leaders. But also, what we also gathered from RECSEC was that they have also asked that an investigation should move on because Minister was away. He spoke to the commanding officer to institute an investigation to get the corpus. And so when I spoke to the minister, he said that they are not going to let sleeping dogs lie, but the decision of RegSec is that they will investigate this particular issue.
Now, for the people of Wa, I'm sure they've heard of a 5-member military high command coming to visit and apologize. What is their reaction to this?
They want the military high command to go beyond apologies or being remorseful, because this is not the first time things like that happened. And so for them, they will want the committee.
You say this is not the first time a thing like this has happened?
And talking about brutalities, something like that happened in Tumu and other areas. So investigations, the committee was set up, and they never get the reports of these committee. So what they want is that, yes, apart from setting up the committee to look into the issue, they would like the committee to move further by publishing the report so that they know who is at fault and who is not at fault, and so that those people found culpable should be dealt with, so that they know that these are the people who have wronged us, and these are the sanctions or punitive measures taken against them. So they want the committee to move, or the military command to move beyond the apologies, but let them know who is responsible, who is involved.
Right. Now, Rafiq, this is Kojo. Tell us, what is the nature of the injuries that were sustained by the citizens who were victims of this attack?
At the Wa Municipal Hospital, a dozen of them, 12 of them were there. But I can tell you that 10 of them had minor injuries, minor cuts, and also marks of assault. They got from the military men, from the king. And then so they were treated and discharged. But there were two. One had developed a fracture on the thigh. He is that vulcanizer called Gafuru Mahama. He is still at the hospital, and he can't even stand. Neither can he even set up at the hospital. The other one had a broken arm, and I'm told that is being treated locally.
Right. So this morning, the military, where exactly are they based, and what is the activity around their location? The land it was acquired. Actually, it was first acquired by the Veterans Association of Ghana, but that land they ceded it to the military some 6-7 years ago, and it was at the outskirts of the Wa municipality. It's located at the Napobokole estate on your way to the Wa Port. That's where they are staying. I remember very well when former President John Mahama, then President Mahama, when he came to cut the sword for the commissioning of these barracks or of this garrison at that particular time, some senior members, some opinion leaders didn't agree to that, because at the time that the land was acquired, it was out the outskirts of town, but now it's virtually trying to be in the middle of town. They don't believe that the military should be stationed in that particular area. And so that's their cause of concern. So they are now closer to town, around Senate, Wapoli, and then also the Pogru estate. And so people are really not happy with the way things are panning out. And so when the military high command comes in there, I'm told that they will first meet the traditional rulers, meet some opinion leaders, and then after that, they will visit the barracks and then to speak with them. So people in town are really not happy about the setting up of this number 10 mechanized battalion. I'm told that they have a land, tons of land around Busa area, and people, is the hope of the people that apart from the investigations, they should be moved to that area and not allowed to come into town. Now, we keep hearing that the reason for this rampage that the soldiers went on is something to do with a mobile phone. What can you tell us?
What I've also gotten is that this is an unknown commercial tricycle operator who picked two military men from town and to their barracks.
And so immediately they alighted from the barrack, from the commercial tricycle. Then they shouted. After that, the tricycle operator took off, and so they shouted at him and said that our phone. And so, but these tricycle operator didn't heed to the assault, and he went away with a mobile phone. And so it happened on Wednesday around 8 p.m. Around 8 p.m. That's about 20 hours. And so on it for the next day, about 23 hours after that incident, then the military men mobilized into town. Their first victims were these tricycle operators. And so they were the people that they visited their Carlos Act on, and then beat them mercilessly. After that, it went to other people, anybody that they see on site. And their biggest target was the ones who have mobile phones. If I even pass on, you have your mobile phone, if you are making a call, it's suspected that you are also videoing them. You're also part of their casualties. And so that was what transpired yesterday. And even those people who spread off, who ran away, they were given a hot chase, and if they are unable to get them, the people in that vicinity also get their share of the beatings. And so that was exactly what transpired in town.
Wow. Okay. Now, Rafiq, the military commander, we're told yesterday, was out of town. As we speak, have we heard anything from him? Is he back in Wa?
I spoke with him yesterday evening, and he told me that he was attending a workshop in Accra, and then, but because of the incident, he is cutting short the workshop, and he will be in Wa probably on Saturday. But I don't know. I haven't spoken to him this morning. I don't know what might have changed because now that the high-ranking officers are coming, he may also join them to come to that. But at that particular time, he was not in town. It was Commander Real who was in charge.
So that would be the second in command?
The second in command. But when I also spoke to the commander himself, Juan Jima, he told me that I asked whether he instructed his boys to get into town to commit these atrocities or heinous crimes on our people. He told me that, Rafik, did you see them armed? Did you see them with guns and other equipment? That I won't deploy my people to town without guns, without giving them the necessary facilities to do that. And so clearly means that he stated that he didn't instruct them to get to town to do that act. He was even surprised about what he was hearing a while away.
So he is actually confirming that these soldiers acted on their own. They did not act in obedience of an order.
For now, that is what he said, and even the Upper Soldier Minister, Dr. Hafiz bin Sali, also alluded to that fact that that the military people, the soldiers, went into town on their own, and that's the more reason why the military high command, they are coming into town to apologize. He said it's not easy for a military officer to come down to come and apologize, but they knew that what they did was wrong, and that's why they are coming to apologize.
And talking about he not sending these men, so has he identified these men who went out there, who went on rampage and were beating them? I mean, does he know them? Do we know?
He said all the people who committed Carlos and Dastardly act were called, and even the man that is suspected to have said that his phone was stolen. He was the first suspect. He was the first person that they brought, and they brought the other people together. And
so where are they now? What is being done to them?
With the missing phone was also brought. So all the soldiers who did the act were called yesterday, and so they knew that they knew themselves.
When they were called, what was done to them?
Nothing for now has been, but they have nothing for now. My investigation revealed have not been done to them, and so. What they are waiting for the military command to come and take that decision.
Rafiq, thanks for this update. We're joined by Cletus Awuni, who, of course, is the Public Relations Officer for the Regional Coordinating Council. He was also a victim of the brutality in Wa yesterday. Mr. Awuni, thank you for your time. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, by the grace of God, this morning I woke up and I'm fine this morning.
So from your narration, you sustained injuries to the head.
Yes, I sustained injuries to the head because an object was used to hit me on the head several times. So I had some kind of injury on the head. But I went to I picked an X-ray and other things on my chest. Based on the shockers, they used to shock me and other things. But the doctors are saying that I'll be fine. So that is it. So I'm currently at home. There were some other victims at the hospital. I came to the municipal hospital. My minister had sent me to find out whether they were still there. So I came to find out if they are still there, so that the minister could visit them.
So the minister, of course, is the chair of RegSec,
yes.
And you speak for the ministry. What
yes.
action is the ministry taking, bearing in mind that these are security personnel who carried out this attack on the public?
Yes, thank you. I think yesterday when the incident happened, the regional minister was out of town. He wasn't in the region. He was in Accra when it happened, when the incident happened. So when I went to the scene, I tried calling the military commander to find out why the boys were on the road beating people all over. But the military commander said he didn't also know because he was out of the region. And was also trying to reach out to his second in command so that they could stop them from brutalizing people. But unfortunately, he couldn't get in contact with them. I think I was even on phone call with them when I saw them seriously beating up somebody. Very beating up the person, and I have to end the call with the commander and film what they were doing so that I could send it as evidence to them to see.
Do you still have that footage?
Yes, I have it. So when I started filming, they saw that I was filming and they just rushed on me and started beating me up and demanded that I delete the video. And I said, no, I will not delete the video. If indeed what you were doing was right, you don't have any fears of the video I'm taking. And they used the tasers to shock me so that I will be able to delete the video. And I said, no, I will not delete the video. Maybe you have to kill me. I will not delete the video. So it took the intervention of one police DSP, Emilia, who is the MTT commander, who was around, who rushed to them and shouted at them that, what are they doing? Are they aware that it's the PRO for the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council that they are beating? And DSP Emilia told them that, are they aware that their actions, the minister might have heard of the incident and sent me to see whether indeed it is true. That was how come they stopped beating me. Other than that, they would have even beaten me more than that. They would have brutalized me more than that. So when they realized that I was the PRO for the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council, that was where they stopped the beating. And by then they have smashed my phones, and one is even the screen has spoiled, and the other one was with them. So DSP Emilia has to collect the phone from them and give the phone. Even that phone I collected to is also having a problem now. So I picked the phones, and by then blood was coming out from my head. So they have to drive me to the hospital and for medical attention.
So you mentioned
but,
this.
But RegSec, I think I must approve. The minister has to rise down yesterday from Accra. Then as soon as he arrived, he called for an emergency RegSec meeting so that they could take drastic measures on these things. And I think the military high command too will join them this morning. There will be another meeting this morning so that together they see appropriate sanctions for this military men who were involved in this brutality. And I think the minister yesterday night has to visit most of the radio stations to speak on the matter and ask the people to be calm and the situation was under control, and assured them that all the military officers who were involved in this brutality, all of them will be picked one after the other and will be made to account for what they have done. Appropriate sanctions will be given to them, all of them.
Right. Just before you leave us, you mentioned that there was a DSP, a police officer, who intervened.
Yes.
Were there police on the scene while this was happening?
There were policemen on the scene while it was happening. The policemen were very bitter about what the military were doing, but they couldn't approach them because if they approach them, there will be a military and police clash. So according to them, they had to just stay. They were watching them beating the people because if they ask them to stop, they will end up clashing with them. So the DSP where the DSP, the MTT commander, was at the traffic light when we drove past her, and I have to call her. So I called her to our vehicle and I asked her what was happening. Because I was trying to find out what was happening and they were beating people. So she also said she doesn't even know why they were beating people, and this military, their attitude of brutalizing people, he doesn't understand. So I said, okay. I called, two of them were passing. I called them to find out. They rubbished me. They just snubbed me and went ahead to continue the beating. So that's why I removed my phone and I was filming them, and they now came on me, brutalizing me, beating me up, and shocking me with the shockers to delete the video, and I told them I will not delete it.
Okay. Well, so we're speaking to Cletus Awini, who is the PRO of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council. He was also beaten by the soldiers who ran rampage yesterday. Now, you talked about the minister asking you to check the hospital, whether some of the victims are still there. Are some of them still in the hospital?
Yes, there is one at the municipal hospital at the moment. He had a broken leg.
Okay.
And according to him, he was even in his shop. He was in his shop when they were beating. They ran to him at the shop and started beating him. So in an attempt to run, they cleared him from behind. He fell on the leg, and the leg got broken. So I'm just leaving the municipal hospital to brief my minister on about his this situation.
And on the emergency RECSEC meeting, beyond the military high command delegation coming to what other decisions were taken there?
Okay, I wasn't part of the RECSEC meeting because myself I was having some severe headache which I had to sleep last night, so I didn't follow what transpired at this. But what I noticed, I listened to the minister last night on some number of radio stations. He was going around radio stations, assuring the people of ensuring justice on what has happened on them, and told them the military high command will be here this morning. And one of the reasons for their visit is to ensure that these people are brought to book, and then possibly apologize to the people of Wa on the actions of their men. So that is why the military command is on their way coming this morning. So when they come, there will be another RECSEC meeting again before.
Talking about ensuring justice now, the people of Wa say this is not the first time another issue happened in Tumu. What has happened to that one? I'm sure that would influence whether or not they can trust that justice will be served in this instance.
Well, what I can say is that I know my minister and his ways. There will definitely be justice.
Yeah, but
and he has assured that all these men who were involved in the brutality, they will pick one after the other, and appropriate sanctions will be given to them. So that is what we are hoping to.
Yeah, but what has happened in the Tumu investigation? Do you have any update on that?
No, I don't have any update on that incident. No. Yes.
So let me ask you this, Cletus, before you leave us. I mean, you are an authority figure in WA. You are the public relations officer for the Regional Coordinating Council. That did not save you from beatings at the hands of rampaging soldiers while the police looked on. How does that make you feel this morning? As a Ghanaian, as a member of that community, as an official of the government, how do you feel knowing that you are not protected from such an eventuality?
Oh, well, I feel very bad and sad that as a country we have to find ourselves in this situation as if we are in the military era. At least this democratic era, we shouldn't be seeing some of these things happening in this country. I was a bit safe because they got to know I was a PRO. The DSP has to tell them I was a PRO and they have to stop the beating. What of the one who is not holding any position? So I am feeling that if they hadn't even known that I was a PRO, they would have beaten me more than that. They could have even beaten me to death. Because the kind of object they were using to beat me, I know they would have beaten me to death if they hadn't known that I was a PRO for the Regional Coordinating Council. So I am saying that maybe because possibly they knew I was a PRO, they got to know I was a PRO, that's why they stopped the beating. Other than that, they would have beaten me more than that. And I feel very, very sorry. I feel very bad about this situation. And it is something that must come to an end. At least we are not in the animal kingdom. We are not in the jungle where some of these incidents will be happening at this democratic era. So it is a very sad situation, and I feel very bad about it.
Cletus Awuni, thank you very much. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Thank you very much. All right.
Right. So that's the Public Relations Officer of the Regional Coordinating Council, who yesterday in Wa was beaten by soldiers. If you're just joining us, this is what we're talking about. Rampaging soldiers in Wa. 50 of them left their barracks and beat up people at random in the center of the town because one of them was missing a mobile phone. Yeah, and while the police looked on, by the way. This is what we're learning this morning. If you want to see videos of them doing this, just go to our Facebook and YouTube pages. The videos are there. Just go and check them out for yourself, so that when you join our conversation, you know exactly what you are discussing, okay? So go and take a look, see what the soldiers did to Ghanaians, citizens of Ghana in Wa, and come back, let's talk about it right after these messages.
Joy99.7FM.
Nene, how? Thank God we are taking short of it. How? And so you just have to brutalize this person like this without even telling him the reason why you are even assaulting him. This is unacceptable. How? MC Lord Nano, you know Lord. I don't know. And so, they don't even, no. Nene, how? Thank God we are taking short of it. How? And so you just have to brutalize this person like this without even telling him the reason why you are even assaulting him. This is unacceptable. How? MC Lord Nano, you know Lord. I don't know. And so, yeah, they don't even, no. How? Thank God we are taking short of it. How? And so you just have to brutalize this person like this without even telling him the reason why you are even assaulting him. This is unacceptable. How? MC Lord Nano, you know what Lord? I don't know.
Yesterday, was it Wednesday, when you made the point that we say this is not as part of our this is not part of our culture. We must all look for best practice. People have a saying that if you compare yourself to a dwarf, you'd always be very tall. So we must look for the best practice. Okay, so things must get better.
Anyway, we have more to say on this. But first, if you're just joining us, this morning, nothing else is preoccupying us except the images of soldiers, numbering about 50, on a rampage through the city of Wa, beating up innocent people. Just catching people and beating them. So you're driving along on your motorbike or in your kambu or whatever. They pull you out and beat you. They had lined up a series of citizens in a gutter, and they were just marching up and down the row of people crouched in this gutter, holding them by the scruff of the neck, lifting them up, slapping them and depositing them back in the gutter, one after another, while other soldiers were beating up innocent artisans and traders on the sides of the road. This is all captured in a video that you can watch for yourself on our Facebook page. It's on our YouTube page. We've even tweeted it. Go and watch these videos. This is what soldiers did. Soldiers in Ghana.
Not Rwanda.
Yeah,
Not
we're not
not Somalia.
We're not. It's not Syria.
So that you don't get it wrong.
It's Ghana.
This is Ghana, touted as having a very stable political system, stable democracy, moving forward towards the best of the ends. Not long ago, we were ranked as one of the best on the continent when it comes to peace and security.
So let me ask you, how safe do you feel when you know now that even being a law-abiding citizen is no guarantee that you'll be safe? Even doing the right thing doesn't actually matter.
Not offending anybody.
Yeah. Just driving along on your way to work, you could be pulled out of your vehicle and beaten to a pulp because a soldier can't find his phone. This can happen to you. I want you to think about that. And by the way, they don't check party card before they beat you. So before you come and comment on this, don't pull out your party card.
The PROs is obviously
just be a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this. Anyway, are you worried about the coronavirus? Absa Bank cares about your safety. Use the Absa digital channels for your safe and convenient banking. Make instant money transfers, mobile money transfers, pay bills, buy airtime, make ATM cash deposits, make payments with your Absa vertical card. Absa cares about you. So please remember to sanitize your hands before and after the use of any e-banking device. That is Africanacity. That is Absa.
Well, so let me tell you about the power of 8 because Adanse Travels is inviting you for once in a lifetime experience to travel with a rock star Kwame Eugene to Dubai. For an unforgettable holiday starting August 8th, you have the opportunity to join our stress-free trip to Dubai for 8 days, full of fun and exciting activities. To celebrate our 8th anniversary with you, we have hugely discounted this power of 8 package to only 8,000 Ghana cedis per person. You don't need to worry about your visa or hotel or flight, as all is covered in this cost. Just make a small deposit of 800 Ghana cedis and Team Adanse will make your Dubai dream a reality. Our free COVID-19 safety kits and COVID-19 travel insurance ensures you make this trip safely with peace of mind. Visit adansetravels.com for package details and booking. Call us on 0595 500817 or 0556 310404 to book. Don't miss this opportunity to enjoy Dubai with Kwame Eugene. Book now.
Okay, are you watching TV on a flat screen? Did you know that you can get it in clearer and brighter high definition quality, 5 times better than standard definition? Get the new HD Plus decoder today from the nearest authorized dealer or from any Electroland showroom across the country and enjoy the feely experience on your HD TV like never before. Go to hd-plus.com.gh or just call 0242 439 872 for more details. Thank you.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com. Without physically coming to any of our branches, it is hassle-free. We will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. And we offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all network. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is our hallmark.
All right. Now, during the break, Winston, you were saying something.
Yes, Coach. So, you know that the military high command, in issuing a statement, said internal investigations will be conducted. Now, one thing we have noticed over the period is that whenever anything happens involving the military, internal investigations are conducted. Now, they tell you that they cannot be punished twice. So if they are punished under the military system, you cannot be released for the state or the civil procedures or criminal trials to take place. We saw in the George Floyd case, for instance, as soon as it happened, those persons were, the High Command said, that is not how we behave. We cannot shield these persons. Prosecutions take over. I am saying that, look, the internal investigations, stop it. Let other state bodies investigate the military under these circumstances, okay? We don't want a situation where the military says, oh, we are punishing them, and so we cannot release them to you. No. We want to see what is done. We want these persons to be investigated, made public, and if they are found to have violated any laws, let all of us see them being prosecuted and not being taken through military court-martial. We cannot take that anymore.
I agree with you completely. I actually think that this attempt consistently by state officials, especially those in the security setup, to act like the rest of us rarely desire to follow the same law. But when it comes to those in uniform, they are so special that they ought to be treated. These people you say were not under your command and control. They went out on their own. There are laws that deals with people that assault people on the street every day. These individuals ought to be subjected to similar laws and even dealt with to a higher standard. In the first place, it's obvious they cannot remain military people. It's obvious that these people are not disciplined enough to be on the force. These people will not take orders. They actually went out on their own, as you are saying, that you didn't give them the command to do so. You have also said that these people acted contrary to what you established. In fact, the statement says this misconduct.
Yes.
If they misconduct themselves, we agree. We don't want you to treat it as misconduct. Treat it as an unlawful conduct that is contrary to law in this country that ought to be debated in the courts. And also, when they are found guilty, dealt with in that capacity. It is not enough to just parade yourself into cars and go and tell the people that we'll do better. You've said that from time immemorial, and we know you'll not do better. Just make sure the laws work. It's because we expect that people will go wrong. We expect that we're all not going to be angels in the state. We expect that people will do wrong things. That's why we have laws in the country. We cannot have some people believing that merely because they are in uniform, they are special people. And that they can act according to whatever will they want and destroy. And how is it even possible that I pay you, yet you attack me? I pay you to protect me, and yet you attack me. What rationality feeds into such thinking?
I am interested in those who would defend them. those who will shield them, protect them from the rigors of the law because they've broken laws. Okay, but you see, look, even those who shot people, we've set up a committee to deal with it. How much less those who beat up people? What do you really expect? There will be an apology, and then what else? Okay, that committee that they set up, the Interior Ministry has set up a committee. Okay, to look into something that was done by soldiers who fall under the Defense Ministry.
In any case, the perfect example of the best of our brains put on the committee is the house who was gone.
What came of it?
Look at the profile of the people that were put on that particular committee. In fact, it was an absolute waste of our precious time. Wonderful report. State dismissed almost 59% of the report. The rest of it, we are here to see implementation. It tells me that you can't just gaslight everybody with, we are from committee, so things will go right. We know things will not go right. That is why we are insisting that these are Ghanaians. They dealt with Ghanaians. They should be treated according to the laws of our land, the way that we treat any other person.
Internal investigation should be an abominable word to us if we really want justice, because there was an internal investigation into the Ashaiman shooting.
That's true.
We still haven't heard anything. There was an internal investigation into Teshiman South. We still haven't heard anything. Internal investigation.
And lots of these other internal investigations that all ended up on their shelves, protecting their own, and sometimes giving them elevation within. Okay,
listen. Let's bring in everyone into this conversation on this platform. So please call us 0302 216 541. 055 1111 997. And look, let us call a spade a spade. There has been a failure of leadership. Let's call a spade a spade. If 50 soldiers can get up and leave the barracks to go and beat people up over a phone
in a coordinated manner,
and their commander says, I was not in town.
Really?
The commander of soldiers says he was not in town. Please, we are waiting for you to call. You know the numbers. 0302 216 541 055 1111 997. And please understand that you are a Ghanaian and this can happen to you. It can happen to you. I am concerned about those who are going to call and start defending leaders. If you call and start defending the leader, that leader, he can't defend you when soldiers attack you. He can't.
And can you believe that when this gentleman, the PR, was being attacked, a policeman was close by?
What can we really do? After all, there are national security officials who say that they sent thugs to go and remove someone from office. So really, what do we expect? Michael is in Kufuridia. Good morning, Michael.
Yeah, Kojo, good morning.
Thanks for calling.
Yes, but just as you said, we should discuss this in the world of politics. I think it's right that you also point out some of your comments that may not be in the best interest. Because if you say the president should be, you keep criticizing the president, when the regional minister has acted, people are also going to feel peeved and see it as politics. So please, let's all condemn them. This has happened over the years. And I don't think the president has been called to resign because this happened. Let's look at the issue. We've all condemned them. We've all watched the videos over the years. Both police.
Hello? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for calling. You can call us too. Whatever is on your mind, we're interested in hearing it. 0302 216 541 055 1111 997. Here's Richard. Good morning, Richard.
Hello.
Richard. There you are.
Hello. Good morning, Kojo.
Can you turn off the radio, okay, and just listen to us on the phone, all right?
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay, go ahead, Richard.
Kojo, we were all here in this country when Charles Wright International conducted that survey, when children are even tired of this country. Seriously speaking, in fact, I'm scared. Seriously. Thank you.
Richard, the radio is still on. I don't know if you've got more to say. You need to switch the radio off entirely so that you just listen to us on the phone, okay? Oh, perhaps we've lost Richard. Okay. But you can call us 0302 216 541 055 1111 997. We want to know what you think about what happened in Wa. We're very keen to hear your thoughts, whatever they are, whatever they may be. Call us, all right? 055 1111 997 0302 216 541. Hello, Patrick. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thanks for calling us, Patrick.
Thank you for having me. I was in a conversation with a police officer, and I mean a uniformed police officer, I think a month ago. And I playfully told him that there's a guy that happened to be a friend of mine. He's a mad person who just ran away from the Pantine Psychiatric Hospital. You know what the guy told me? The uniformed police officer. He said, if this madman pulls out a knife, me, the policeman, I'll run away. So you two run away. He just tells me, and he actually told me that the country is not safe. We are not safe as a people. They, the police, are not equipped to protect us. Every act of the government, right from the president down, says that they are not interested in our security, in our safety. The government's white paper on the IAWASO report, the commission that they themselves commissioned, with eminent people like Emil Schwartz and the justice was promoted to the Supreme Court.
Professor Mensa Bonsu.
Yes. Abochi and the rest. Eminent people brought out, proposals. Prosecute these people, take these people out of this place, do this, do that. What the government do? They rubbished it. The president rubbished it. That has emboldened these miscreants who have been roamed into our security services to continue with what they are doing. How are we going to protect ourselves? Are they trying to tell us that we should go and get guns and protect ourselves because they cannot protect us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a poignant question. Thank you. Thank you for calling us. Raf is in Tema. Raf, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thanks for calling us, Raf.
Morning.
What's on your mind?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. This morning, I'm so appalled. I mean...
Oh, no. We've lost Raf there. Please call us back if you can. We'd love to hear what is on your mind. Kwame is on. Hi, Kwame. Where are you calling us from?
Well, I'm calling from Laboni.
Laboni. Good morning to you. Go ahead, please.
Kojo.
Yeah.
This is indeed insidious, pernicious perfidy. Sorry, where am I but you see, this makes me so angry. Issues about military brutality being meted out to innocent citizens on a daily basis only tells us how weak leadership has become over the years. And people can't speak. You see, throughout human history, it has always been the inaction of those who should have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, and the silence of the voice of justice that matters most, which has allowed evil to thrive into human society. And this was said by Emperor Haile Selassie. Here we are, faced with the issues of a possible spillover of the teething regional insecurity as a result of the rise of insurgent groups. Talk about Boko Haram in Nigeria, same in Burkina Faso, Mali. And we have the military having so much time that they now want to vent their anger on innocent citizens. You see, the military should know that the strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. And people should also know that whatever affects others indirectly would surely affect all of us directly. And we must be careful. We must be careful. Thank you and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you for calling us. And Pokwase Hills is where we're going next to speak to Daniel. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you doing?
I'm well, Daniel. Thanks for calling.
Kojo.
Yes, sir.
I have never been sad as a young man in my life. Yeah, sometimes you are hit by certain things, but you see, where this country is heading to, I feel, and I feel very naked. So I ask myself, where is the protection? Who is protecting who? I'm only excited that today Joy.FM has decided to give this matter the attention it requires. And for you to be asking all the relevant questions that who is in charge charge of this country. I am not interested in the background of the president. I mean, he being a human rights activist or whatever. But first and foremost, he's a human being. And is he feeling the pain that people are feeling? So that if any policeman, look, you meet police people on the streets, and the way sometimes they molest people, they subject people to, because they think they wield a certain power. It is coming to a time when we will start protecting and defending ourselves. Because if I feel that the institutions that are supposed to protect me are not giving me that protection, Kojo, I have no option than to protect and defend myself. So if I'm going about in town, I don't know when a military man will feel that his phone is stolen and so he will want to attack me. No, I don't know. I cannot tell when. So what do? I have to go out prepared. And you see, when we begin to travel that talent, then this nation is heading nowhere than doom. Please, Kojo, this effort and this energy you are putting into this, look, I'm giving you time up. This effort you are putting and the questions you are asking, it is not about who, it is no more politics. It is no longer politics. It is the lives of citizens of this country, what our forefathers have toiled for, that we are supposed to defend and stand against any oppressor's rule, and that is what we will do. As a young man, that is what I am ready to do, and that is the point I have come to, that nobody is no longer interested in defending me as a citizen or as an ordinary person. Let this happen to the son of a minister. Let this happen to the son of somebody in a high profile, and you will see what will happen. But ordinary citizens, today they say what the military high command is going to apologize, and that ends it. And so what happens? These guys will go scot-free. They'll go back to the barracks, and we have them wielding weapons in town and saying they are defending who? Please, Kojo, let's be serious in this country. And I am telling you that for me as an individual, I have decided that I will protect myself and defend my family. I have a young family, and anywhere I go, if anybody tries to do any of these things to me, I will fight back. Thank you and have a good morning, Kojo.
Oh, thank you for calling, and thank you for sharing your thoughts and feelings. Very, very moved by that. Omusumuru is in Domabing. Good morning, Omusumuru.
Yeah, my brother, good morning. How are you?
Well, I've had better mornings, bro. But it's good to hear from you. What's on your mind?
Thank you. God bless you so much. And good morning to you, and you too. My brother, you know, in this country, sometimes we have to be guided by our comments that we need. This additional bloodshed was as a result of political dimension that Kaka's death took. That brought about additional bloodshed. And I don't understand why people are bringing the president and the government officials in this issue. This wasn't a political issue in any way. But because people want to get their parochial interest, because people want to show their selfishness, they brought a political issue in it. And look at what is going on. Yesterday, when I heard people still inciting the youth of the area, the Gra area, that the soldiers who went there was the soldiers who was at Ayawaso, and there was whatever. And those are the people that were sent there to go and kill the youth. You are still inciting the youth. And how long must we continue to do this, my brother? You see, let me tell you, I'm here to hear that a leader of a political party or a leader of a government, son or daughter, was involved in the killing. Was killed. When this is happening, none of their daughters or sons are being killed. It is the innocent youth who are incited to go on streets that are normally killed. So it is about time that we, the youth, must take a precaution. We must advise ourselves And we must be careful about what people tell us to go and do. My brother, I'm telling you that this thing, if you don't take time, it is going to trend very long. Seriously. So the committee that was set, they should make sure the investigation they do, they bring a very early report so that it will calm things down. Yesterday, it was unfortunate when I heard Sami Jemfi making all those comments, and the leaders were behind him, supporting him of what he's saying. He's still inciting the youth, which is not fair. My brother, we have to be serious in this country. God bless you so much.
Bless you for calling us. Let's talk to Karim in Accra. Karim, how are you?
I'm doing well, Kojo. How are you too?
I'm very well. Thanks for calling us.
You're welcome. Kojo, yes, I think you and Joy FM, you are doing a very, very wonderful work for Ghana and for Ghanaians for that matter. And I think you asked a very, very good question. Even though, with all due respect, I think your question is misdirected, especially where the question is being directed, or the person the question is being directed to. Look, I have been a victim of military brutality. So just looking at the video, the viral video, reminds me of my experience in the hands of the military. As far back in 2003, during the Dogon crisis, I remember vividly how I was subjected to some kind of severe beatings by military for no reason. So me, I know what they can do, and how they subject Ghanaians to this kind of unnecessary brutalities. But in my humble opinion, I think the reason why this thing is still ongoing, as far as the military men are concerned, is the way and manner we treat issues of this nature anytime at all it crops up. Look, Kojo, I said you have misdirected your question because, one, now we know there's a military barracks in Wa, in the Upper West Regional Capital. There is a plateau commander in charge of that particular military barracks in Wa. Apart from that plateau commander, there is a commander in charge of the Northern Command of Ghana Armed Forces. Apart from him, you come to Accra here, there is the boss himself, the one in charge of the military. Apart from him, he also reports to who? He reports to the defense minister. You pass all these people before you get to the president, who is the commander-in-chief. But the commander-in-chief cannot be everywhere. And that is the reason why we have the one in charge of the military and the defense minister, and we have the Northern Command, we have the Southern Command, and we have plateau commanders in charge of such camps, barracks. Why are we not directing the questions to these people? But we allow them to get away and put the focus on the politicians. For how long can we continue talking about the politicians, leaving technocrats to get away with some of these mistakes? We talk about technocrats. These people that I've mentioned, they are also the technocrats in this area. Why are you not talking to the plateau commander? He is in charge of these people. He knows about this. If he did not give order for them to go and brutalize the people, by now he knows what they did. What is he saying to Ghanaians? What is he saying to the people of Upper West region? We've allowed him to get away with it. Rafiq Salam is not questioning him. Nobody is questioning him. But we are directing our questions to the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the president. What about the people that he put in charge he put in place to take charge of these things? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Everything politicians. Yes, politicians, they are the policy makers, but we have implementers of the policies. Why are we allowing them to get away with these things, Kojo? Thank you very much.
Thank you for your call. We appreciate you. Just a quick clarification. Rafiq did actually speak to the commander, who said that he was out of town. All right, call us, please. Michael is on the line from Dawenya. Michael, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Apostle Michael Doe.
Thanks for calling us.
God bless you. In fact, what has happened to my people in Wa, I was in Wa about 2 years ago to do the work of God over there. I was invited by Catholic Church. In fact, what is going on over there? Yesterday even I was talking to one person that Dua is a neat town, a town which is very neat, where I was there for 2 weeks. Now, what I'm saying is this. It is not good for these, our brothers that have been trained to defend the country where these enemies will penetrate us to come in to fight us. They have to protect us. One thing I want them to know is this. They are under commanding officers. If such things happen that their devices have got missing, I hope what they have to do is this, to call on their subordinates, the head of the command, that they must now know what is going on or what has went on. They need not to take the law into their own hand, though they said do before complain. They have to make sure that they must know, to send people to recce the place, to know the area where they picked the motor before the phone is got missing. It is like a phone is like a baby or a wife or a husband. When it get lost, people get worried if you don't have your backup. Now, what I want to tell them is this. We are citizens of this nation, Ghana, and we depend on Yahweh and depend on them also to defend us physically.
Indeed. Thank you so much for sharing that, Michael. You can call us too. You know the numbers, right? 0302 216 541. And actually, maybe we'll take calls when we have another opportunity. For now, though, let me remind you that the census is ongoing, and we're quite honored because we're about to learn quite a lot about it from the Director of Survey and Censuses organization at the Ghana Statistical Service. I'm talking about Mrs. Abna Asamwabia Osei Akuto. She's our guest to tell us everything about how the census is going when we return from these messages.
What would you do if you have the choice to do anything in life? Build your dream house, take very good care of your family, and plan for a comfortable retirement. Plan a befitting funeral for your loved ones when they depart. How would you live if you knew there was a friend waiting to support you on all of your life's choices?
You have such a friend in Glyco Life Insurance. Glyco Life has all the plans to meet your life's needs. Your child's education, your life savings, your mortgage, funerals, redundancy, and your retirement, and takes the burden off your shoulders. So go ahead and live life to the fullest today with Glyco Life Insurance plans. And remember that all our policies are hedged against inflation. Talk to Glyco Life on 0302 218 500 or 246 142. Also visit our website at www.glycolife.com or any of our branches nationwide for more information.
Glycolife, we cushion you for life.
Glyco, we cushion you for life.
We know the dream is big. We know the passion gets you going, and you have the potential to make great strides. The Chartered Institute of Marketing, Ghana, has always been an avid supporter of industry excellence and innovation. This is why we are excited to announce the CIMG Professional Marketing Qualifications. CIMG has designed practical courses to help you make that dream a reality right here in Ghana. We are geared up and ready to support you on this journey to becoming a world-class professional marketer. Register today and be on your way to greatness. For more information, call us on 055-274-6592. Visit our website www.cimghana.org or email us on info@cimghana.org. Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, working for Ghana.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man, Joy99.7FM.
Hi, you're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy99.7 FM, and we promised you a conversation about the census and how it's going so far. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. Where were you on the night of the 27th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the night that matters when it comes to the ongoing
I was home.
exercise.
So I qualify to be counted in my districts.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay. Where was I? I was also at home. All right. So our guest this morning, who has the lowdown on how it's all going, who has the answer